Et ils sont sur Small Battlefield.
Ça va être la bagarre.
La bagarre.
Après, c'est clairement ce que va rechercher Gluto. La Mimine, elle va essayer de camper un peu, mettre des hitbox, gratter de manière safe. Elle va pas avoir un jeu très explosif contre Wario parce que son désa fait que tu vas pas ledge guard. Tu vas
là, on a déjà un exemple de Gluto qui lui a fait traverser tout le stage. Il l'a emmené au ledge. Et là, on va essayer de revenir. L'objectif, c'est de. Il va beaucoup jouer au ram-ram, je pense.
Ouais, sans doute.
On va jouer la frame data.
De toute façon, Wario c'est un perso qui va pas rester beaucoup au sol, par définition c'est un perso qui va essayer justement de beaucoup trouver ses aérioles, trouver ses landing aérioles qui vont lui mettre ses meilleures confirmes. Et du coup par conséquent il va beaucoup être dans les airs parce que c'est ce qu'il va chercher, c'est ce qui lui donne le plus de reward. Et du coup le ram-ram qui va couvrir justement les airs de manière assez safe.
Il va couvrir les deux en fait.
Il va couvrir les deux, mais faut savoir qu'à longue distance, si tu l'orientes vers le haut en fait il part un peu trop haut pour toucher. Donc voilà, c'est pas ce qui va avoir le plus de reward d'un ram-ram, même si ça peut comboter sur un dragon. Ça reste moins bien qu'un mégawatt par exemple.
Là il va l'utiliser à fond.
Là voilà, là on a vu qu'il passait sur le mégawatt, son objectif ça peut être de gratter, ça va être de tuer, de trouver le kill.
Ouais, sur un tilt ou un air, plus sur les smash.
Ouais, là c'est pour ça même le tilt au mégawatt il va envoyer du steak, hein, c'est clairement. Waouh,
oh joli.
Oh le finish il était carré. Il
l'a vu loin.
Il est pas simple à punir en plus. Hein.
Ouais.
Elle cross up sur le shield, elle a pas tant de lag que ça.
Même la distance
là,
que ça couvre. Hein. Jouer dans le smash.
Ouais. Là, comme quoi la dash attack tu vois c'est vraiment un truc qui est pas simple. En vrai je trouve que Mimine sa dash attack c'est genre nécessaire dans son kit parce que sinon elle serait vraiment démunie quand elle arrive au corps à corps.
Ça manquerait de burst option. Ouais, et là vraiment c'est la première fois qu'il le fait et je pense qu'il s'attendait pas à se faire punir instant comme ça. Ouais
c'est clair, c'est possible. En soi tu le vois faire une dash attack, tu te dis là c'est mon moment, je peux punir. On a le WAF malheureusement qui tuera pas, on a gratté les dégâts avec. Mais ouais on l'a vu être en mode c'est facile, c'est un command grab, enfin c'est un grab. Et en vrai non vraiment pas. Oh alors ça faut savoir, Min a un très mauvais ledge hang, c'est à dire que quand elle grab ledge elle a vraiment une grosse box qui dépasse. Et donc du coup qu'est-ce que tu vois? Ouais pardon. Et du coup je disais la très mauvais ledge hang et du coup c'est à dire qu'elle se fait très facilement 2 frames ou en tout cas punir sa patience à ledge. Et en plus on a le backer de Wario qui est clairement 2 frames.
Backer F tilt. Est-ce que c'est un game? Ça passe? Non, c'est bon.
Ça passe. Par contre ça
joli reverse.
Ah très bien vu ça, très bien vu. On punit un peu la patience de Gluto qui a tenté de jouer une situation de CP qui était pas vraiment en sa faveur. Maintenant on a encore une stock d'avance du côté de Gluto, le travail est pas fini.
On n'a pas de waft évidemment, là on va chercher des backers, on va chercher down tilt dash attack ou tout simplement jouer une phase d'edge guard.
Ce down tilt ouais, comme la dash attack c'est un peu le même principe sauf que elle va avoir le reward d'avoir un smash à bas pourcent. Donc c'est un combo starter alors que la dash attack c'est vraiment juste un outil de stage control, c'est genre tu dash attack, t'envoies le mec dehors, c'est un bon knockback de base en plus. Donc c'est
ce que tu veux là c'est le stage control pour pouvoir rattraper son retard. En plus avec la rage ça fait giga peur.
Ouais c'est clair, là en plus il a une throw donc c'est à dire qu'il a le petit dragon, la flamme du dragon là,
ouais le buff
qui va faire que tout va faire plus de dégâts, plus de knockback. Si tu chopes un 2 frames là-dessus typiquement ça aurait pu être un peu dangereux. Par contre pour le backer là on a pas besoin de dragon, de flamme ou de je sais pas quoi, un backer nature ça va très bien tuer, ça va faire le taf et du coup on a une dernière stock qui est prise et donc premier match pris par notre Gluto national encore une fois.
Ça m'étonnerait pas là si Yetey prend un plus grand stage parce que là il a passé plus de la moitié de la game en ledge trap et était coincé là-dessus et il n'arrivait pas à abuser de son ledge trap à lui contre Gluto, prendre des stocks, gratter des pourcents.
Le désavantage de Wario fait que déjà de par les recoats, son air accélération, son
la moto,
speed,
tout ça.
la moto, il a vraiment beaucoup d'outils en fait pour jouer sur la verticalité et ça c'est des choses qui arrangent pas du tout Min qui préfère contrôler l'horizontalité. C'est un perso qui va taper devant, derrière. Elle va pas taper très bien au-dessus ou pas avec du gros reward en tout cas. Comme on disait on a par exemple le ram-ram qui permet d'aller chercher des sauts ou des choses comme ça. Mais comme ça a peu de reward et à moins d'être vraiment très chaud sur ton combo game, généralement tu vas pas avoir des dingueries dessus.
C'est pour ça que là il a besoin du plus grand stage. Comme ça il peut bien gérer sa zone, couvrir les trajectoires de Wario. Ouais.
Mais en fait je pense que le gameplay, le game plan plutôt de Gluto va vraiment changer pour le coup suivant la map. Parce que plus tu laisses une grande map et plus tu vas laisser en fait la Min faire un peu ses trucs. De toute façon tu sais que tu pourras pas vraiment tout punir parce qu'elle sera trop loin. Mais toi du coup de ton côté t'es pas obligé de jouer au jeu non plus parce que t'as de l'espace pour circuler autour de ça. Et du coup potentiellement tu peux jouer le waft, tu peux jouer comme ça, tu peux jouer vraiment en fait plus patient. Alors que sur les maps bagarre tu vas partir jouer le set play, tu vas partir jouer les interactions corps à corps en espérant choper quelque chose qui aura plus de reward que ce que fera l'adversaire.
Là il a l'air bien parti pour jouer bagarre, jouer beaucoup au ledge comme avant quoi. Oh dommage à tech. Ouais
la tech est ratée, c'est pas si facile que ça à tech surtout quand on n'a pas l'habitude de Wario et je crois pas qu'il y ait de très bons Wario en Autriche. Donc complexe. Oh
ça fait ça, c'est une situation de stock. Ok non ça va, il est parti de l'autre côté. Jolie tech.
Ça se voit là, il cherche les clips fresh cuts, il fait des trucs ultra originaux, des trucs qu'on voit pas.
Et le truc c'est que là Gluto, ce que j'aime bien, c'est qu'il garde une bonne distance entre lui et Min pour pouvoir whiff punish. Ça a l'air très facile comme ça, mais pas du tout en pratique genre.
Ouais c'est clair. Bah Min c'est vraiment ça, c'est arriver à te positionner dans ces angles morts, provoquer du coup des réactions un petit peu pas safe on va dire, unsafe, voilà c'est ça que je cherchais, des réactions unsafe qui vont être punissables, mais en fait tu dois dans tous les cas la faire taper en première, tu vas rarement en fait juste faire une grosse dash attack dans le neutral, parce qu'en fait tu vas littéralement perdre contre tout ce que Min peut te balancer à la figure.
Même si tu trade à un coup, le deuxième va arriver et le deuxième bah, c'est soit le ram, ça peut être un mégawatt.
Ça peut être n'importe quoi de très dangereux de toute façon. Et du coup tu veux pas agir en premier. Tu dois punir en fait, trouver des trous punish en fait sur ce que la Min va faire. Et pour ça, faut lui provoquer des choses qui seront trop punissables. Waouh, le pari sur la dash attack. Ça sur le dernier, pardon. Dash attack, ouais.
Il est très impatient là, il était sur ses options ledge. En fait, il veut tout le temps reverse au lieu de juste s'enfuir en fait.
Ouais. Après c'est complexe avec Min parce que t'as pas un drift de fou, ton double saut va pas très haut, t'as pas de grosses options en fait pour reset le neutral et vraiment mettre de la distance avec l'adversaire. Et en plus de ça, évidemment Gluto quand il est dans une situation corps à corps comme le ledge trap ou mi-distance, bah il va la privilégier, il va la garder, il va suivre la Min si elle essaie de s'échapper, il va l'empêcher justement de trouver la distance qui l'arrange. Et du coup ça va être très compliqué du côté de Yetey d'arriver à réinstaurer après cette distance une fois qu'elle a été perdue.
Clairement. Bon là ce qu'il pourrait lui mettre bien c'est de prendre la stock sur ça.
Okay, c'est un peu bizarre.
Oh il a pris la stock, ça peut se reverse très vite.
Ah, en plus on est sur Tunnel City, c'est une map sur laquelle tu peux tuer très vite sur le côté.
Clairement.
Donc en vrai c'est pas impossible le comeback, faut qu'il trouve une sacrée phase par contre.
Voilà, il a cherché ce grab qui aurait pu lui donner cette situation de cheese. Mais comme dit le grab de MazeBeans c'est très laggy, très risqué. Et là il prenait back air, dash attack, un smash, peu importe. Il mourrait. Par contre ça non c'est bon.
Ça aurait été dangereux, il aurait pris la flamme du dragon typiquement.
Bah c'est le moment où s'il a le 2 frames, c'est la stock.
Ça peut. En plus Gluto avait utilisé sa moto, bon là par contre il a aussi utilisé son waft, il l'a bien utilisé. Mais
bien rentabilisé là.
La moto avait été dépensée, donc du coup si on avait été 2 frames on n'aurait pas vraiment eu beaucoup de ressources pour revenir derrière. Après Wario c'est un perso qui est pas très sensible aux 2 frames pour le coup, son B est dur à contest. Parfois même il va prendre mais pas un trade, il va clank avec le ram. Donc en vrai ça peut être complexe de trouver des phases comme ça. Ce que je te disais, en fait de manière générale ça va être très dur pour la Min d'être explosif contre Wario, alors que le Wario lui pour le coup a vraiment les outils pour être très incisif en avantage. Et du coup ça fait que le match-up il va être très complexe. La Min elle gagne pas strictement plus le neutral que le Wario.
La logique.
C'est vrai que le match-up est pas simple en vrai. Moi je pense que Pichu vaut mieux.
Je pense que Gluto a une très bonne connaissance du match-up. Il était tout le temps dans ses angles morts en fait.
Ouais. C'est clair, il avait une très bonne application. Min c'est un match-up, on dirait pas, c'est très mécanique. Il faut vraiment être très précis sur où tu te places.
C'est du déplacement et de la trajectoire en fait.
Ouais, c'est vraiment beaucoup de placement. Et après, faut connaître suffisamment le perso, savoir ce que tu peux whiff punish, savoir ce qui est safe. Et là, on a déjà une belle conversion.
Waouh, deuxième. Non, il ira pas chercher. On prend ses 50% de rock kill, cette phase de ledge trap qu'on va extendre.
On connaît, alors encore une fois, on a Pichu. En France, on a Naetoru du coup. Qui représente le perso, qui fait des belles dingueries avec. Oh, on n'a pas Thunder.
Dommage.
Je pense que le Thunder était trou derrière.
Ouais, Thunder
je pense qu'il a raté l'occasion de kill là. Mais dommage. Et du coup, on a Naetoru qui représente le perso, qui a permis un peu au top français normalement d'avoir un minimum d'expérience et de bagage contre ce perso là.
Bonne expérience.
Donc normalement, Gluto devrait pas être très surpris de ce qu'il va trouver là. Après, t'as toujours ce mec que t'affrontes tout le temps, t'as l'impression de connaître le match-up et en fait tu tombes sur un autre joueur du perso qui joue totalement différemment et en fait t'es perdu, tu te rends compte que tu connaissais pas.
Et en plus, Yetey c'est pas n'importe qui en termes de joueur de Pichu. Il a quand même ses perfs, il fait énormément de tournois en Europe, il se passe plutôt bien en plus, il a toujours respecté ses seeds quasiment.
Ouais, très constant dans ce qu'il fait, c'est clair. Et du coup on est en droit effectivement de penser que Gluto va peut-être être mis à mal. Ça va être dit, voilà, un petit tricot.
Pichu reste Pichu de toute façon.
C'est un perso qui va pas trop galérer. En fait c'est bizarre parce que le perso il a un bon désa, mais il est tellement léger que du coup en fait la moindre erreur va coûter la stock. D'ailleurs en parlant de stock, la première stock est prise du côté du
qui sera pris directement derrière.
allez on va rien dire. La reset évidemment.
Sauf que ce reset il est plus à l'avantage de Gluto parce qu'il a le waft et il a besoin que d'un mid waft pour tuer Pichu à 0.
C'est terrible.
Voilà, c'est clairement compliqué parce que pour moi là c'est plus un match-up de lead et c'est celui qui a la lead qui décide. Bon, de toute façon dans Smash Bros c'est toujours comme ça, celui qui a la lead il décide un peu de la tempo du match. Mais là avec Pichu, bon, ça peut aller vite.
Wario t'as pas le choix, j'ai l'impression, faut littéralement creuser l'avantage au fur et à mesure pour qu'au moment où le WAF tu te le prennes ou qu'il soit utilisé, ça, tu vois, même si ça te met un peu à la bourre, ça te met pas trop à la bourre. Si tu arrives à rester à peu près une stock devant ou au moins beaucoup de pourcents devant, quand tu vas prendre le WAF, la conversion WAF de Gluto, bah tu vas au moins être en capacité de keep up un peu derrière, de rester dans le match. Et là par contre, bah on a pris le WAF, tu vois, on est à stock even. Moins une à cause du WAF et du coup bah, en fait on est pas du tout à stock even, on est un peu dans la panade là, du côté du Yetey.
Sachant que là il y a déjà pas mal de trucs qui peuvent tuer écouter Gluto et en plus Pichu c'est un perso qui est assez sensible aux 2 frames et le 2 frames avec Wario c'est la claque, c'est le back air.
Ouais.
Est-ce qu'il va être oula, ok.
On attendait une XF, on a vu des trucs nous tomber dessus, un Wario, une moto, on a fait wow.
We're gonna get the action right now between Glutonny and MazeBeans.
It is game 1 of this set. Steve already jumping in with the conversions, 68% and 1 conversion, and Glutonny already in trouble. This is what Steve does. This is what a great character does in this game.
And immediately Glutonny picking up the bike. This is something you're going to see a lot throughout the set because Wario throwing the bike is one of the best tools he has to deal with blocks. It will either damage the block or if you've got the right arc, the bike can go over the block. Wario's moveset is quite poor for dealing with blocks, all things considered, so the detached bike is one of the best things he has access to. And Glutonny is making, you know what, it can trade with an anvil, I guess.
Oh no, the minecart putting Glutonny in a really bad spot. He cannot jump towards that platform, but he uses the bike to get off the situation. But yet, he has yet to find an opening on MazeBeans that's playing really patiently, as the canons say. And Glutonny finally does it with... What?
Yeah, down to finishing the jab too. I'm not sure Glutonny wanted to finish the jab, but he will definitely want to land that back air. And into the lead goes Glutonny from a position of being behind. And every stock against Steve makes a gigantic difference because it's less time spent working towards that diamond.
Yeah, especially if you have a character to fight as Wario, because you need that percentage lead to be comfortable and to play a little bit patient. Now is the Steve who has to approach, and maybe Steve is not as good as approaching as is as waiting for you to approach.
Oh, tries to get an up tilt on the attempted landing of Steve, but Steve had no need to land. Just put the anvil out. The gold minecart trading with Wario there. That was so dangerous, Dras.
Yeah, it was a really bad spot to be at. I think neither of them wanted to be at that spot at that moment, but it just went like this. The triple affair. Call it 4 times, but the 4th time didn't hit. Glutonny, MazeBeans in a bad spot right now, actually. He doesn't have a diamond, he doesn't have...
Whoa!
What is happening in this match?
The bike just driving up and over the blocks. Good to see the bike, I guess, giving Wario some advantages because Steve, for instance, is also the only character who can just throw the bike at that weird down and right angle off the side of the stage. But wow, away goes Glutonny's stock once again. I barely even saw it coming.
Yeah, you cannot jump over the blocks if your rival is fast enough. He will throw a minecart and you will get hit by it. And Glutonny was unable to escape that situation. The mine. I was about to say the diamond is on deck, but I don't think MazeBeans is gonna use it right now. He's gonna save it for the next stock, and this means trouble for Glutonny, who also has to charge his magic tool.
There is the up smash though. Wario's up smash not necessarily heavily rated, but when Steve is going to run into your shield with a dash attack, it is there for the taking. Glutonny keeping things on even stocks, and you know what that orange means, Dras. This could change direction at any moment. The waft is on deck.
Yeah, you have to be really careful when fighting Wario, because the waft is a stock sealer at the least. MazeBeans needs to be careful, for Glutonny is searching for this kind of situations. An up tilt and a falling upper can do it, and you have to be aware of that at all times. But Glutonny also has to be aware of the minecart and the diamond tools, which MazeBeans has right now, and Glutonny is suffering a little bit.
Yep, and now just getting out of it. There's one block of iron left in MazeBeans' arsenal, and that means you had no way to deal with Glutonny going off stage to take your stock with Wario Waft.
You don't have the minecart. Your recovery gets really, really linear. You have to go to the ledge with an up B, or you have to go on the stage with an up B. In both cases, it has a strong startup. Glutonny knew that, and he used the waft immediately, sealing that first game, which at the beginning looked like it was in MazeBeans' favor, but in the end,
yep, you have to win not the battle, but the war. And Glutonny was chipping away at MazeBeans' resources by keeping things going, and eventually finds that kill right at the end. So Glutonny is a game up, but you know, he's lost to the last two top Steves he'd come up against. He's, from a UK perspective, just most recently lost to both Lugi and Bloom Forever. So we'll be very keen to right both of those situations, take down another UK top 5, take down a top EU Steve in MazeBeans, and put yourself back on the winning track.
Yeah, we're gonna go back to small battlefield, and the gameplay is as expected. Steve running to gather a little bit of better resources, while Wario tries to approach. Beautiful conversions by Glutonny at the moment. The upper sealing it, and now he escapes the amble, jumping and retreating a little bit. And it's MazeBeans the one who starts with a percentage disadvantage right now.
But even that first anvil that got interrupted, I don't know if MazeBeans even lost iron for it, because it hadn't even spawned at that point. Crazy how Glutonny can play around anvil twice like that, and still MazeBeans is hardly punished for it, but now completely out of iron. Glutonny has just kept this going without any sort of breaks. MazeBeans is struggling out there, throws out the fishing rod. The block was in just the right place to save his life, but then bouncing off of that one, having to recover.
And he got hit by the first hit of the up B and got sent immediately into state. That was another weird interaction. The up smash out of shield by the French players, sealing the first stock, and MazeBeans is yet again in trouble. No time for diamonds, no time for gold on the first stock.
But now, in return, MazeBeans is catching Glutonny's jumps, knowing when the TNT is there on the side of the stage, there's only so much of the stage you're willing to use, right? So managing to find the chip hits, but MazeBeans is not so much finding a kill yet. There's plenty of iron, but we haven't got a diamond available or anything like that.
Yeah, MazeBeans hasn't found an opening to be able to mine a little bit more. And as Glutonny sees MazeBeans starting to mine, he just approaches and kind of avoids that from happening. Finally, we hear the clank, which means the diamond is being crafted. Only 23%, so he's going to be able to use it. Maybe he will try to mine for the next stop, but the conversions by Glutonny are beautiful, sending MazeBeans to a bad spot already, and the downer almost converting that into a lot of percentage.
Yep, and there's the flash as well from Wario to know that we're building up to his own comeback factor potentially. No comeback required right now. The up throw is enough to take the first stock for MazeBeans. Let's see how long he can hold on to that diamond. The Wario waft is expended. Tried to make the hitbox last longer by hitting the blocks, but MazeBeans was unfortunately for Glutonny just nowhere near at the time.
Ready, a quick conversion by MazeBeans, 75%, putting Glutonny in a really bad spot, the juggle position. He doesn't want to be at the backer. Finally, putting Glutonny in a better spot, and the upper is gonna put MazeBeans. Oh, the minecart. Oh, wow, the perfect timing on the block placement as well to have absolutely no lag on the way up. That is what Steves will spend hours practicing, but you can't practice situations like that where you've got to land and you've got a shark in the water like Glutonny waiting to punish your landing. What a way of punishing it with a quick dash attack on the face. A little bit laggy move, but it's really good to catch landings as well. So Glutonny right now on the verge of getting game 2. The F tilt perfectly connecting because the block right there kind of messed with the MazeBeans movement, and he has a diamond, but will Glutonny let him craft it? I don't think so, because there's no resources left other than that diamond for MazeBeans. He does bring it out anyway, but you've just got to take the stock now and find a way to get restocked. Yeah, and it's gonna be difficult for MazeBeans because he doesn't have much resources. Right now he's mining a little bit and he's getting a little bit of iron. That is iron that helps you get the better recovery. The jump to waft by Glutonny just on the verge of getting it. That backer almost hit it, and the second one is gonna put MazeBeans in a juggle slash recovery situation. He was fishing for another, but he didn't get it. But we have a grab situation once again. The up throw isn't going to kill at this percentage, but when you get hit by the back air in a position like that, you will definitely be dropping. Game number 2 to Glutonny, showing his experience in the matchup and against players of all walks of life. Glutonny 2 games up, needs 1 more to move on further in the bracket. But MazeBeans has been thinking, has been learning all the way through this set about what Glutonny's doing.
Steve can invent all kinds of new tactics on the spot. Wario's only got so much he can do in return, right? I'm so curious about Game 3 to see if MazeBeans has the difference maker lined up.
Yeah, Glutonny is such an expert at finding openings. I think he's the player from Europe that does it the best. He just approaches, he's really fast at approaching, he just grabs you with an air and converts you into 50. But not only that, when you're at the kill percentage, he's really good at catching landings.
One spot dodge and you take 55%. That is what Steve will do to you when you get that singular read to start things off. Glutonny indeed going for his own early percent combos, getting up to 38. But the wood tools are still enough to spike Glutonny back down and say, stop that! I've got no time for your combo, it's my turn. If I don't win this game, I lose, and the anvil will take a stock already. I don't think Glutonny even prepared to DI that one, but we'll just go and chase with the up airs anyway. He says, why win on game 4 when I could win on game 3?
Yeah, that was what the UK player needed. Glutonny a little bit of disrespect here. It's like, I lost a stock, but you lose the war. You're going to lose the war. And Glutonny needs to find the stock, but I think any backer at this point will do it. While as MazeBeans is trying to get, again, his combos. Maybe the rage kind of messing up with his needs. And the dash attack is not going to be enough great DI by MazeBeans.
So no iron, attempted to do an anvil there, but it was misplaced, and the up air is instead going to go up and punish MazeBeans, knowing that when that anvil is not on deck, we can actually go and hit Steve above us for once. It's a rare opportunity, but it is possible as long as the iron disappears, and it might be about to do that again. MazeBeans only has one of them right now. After using it to craft an iron tool, it was the only thing available to him because he did all of that first stock entirely with wood.
Yeah, but right now he's mining a little bit more, he's playing a little bit more of the patient game, and right now he has 3 iron, which is gonna come in handy if he needs to recover or if he needs to do anything. The goal appearing, of course, meaning that the diamond is yet to come, but it's closer in time, and both in mining. And Glutonny is just playing with the bike and with the rival.
Yeah, and it means those minecarts are only going to be scarier and scarier with gold there. Indeed, the minecart does grab Glutonny, but MazeBeans realizes I can't catch up to him. I maybe wasn't expecting that one to hit quite as early as it did. So the second one, I will run off the stage, I will forward air you, and you will die.
Yeah.
But I'm going to fire back, and Glutonny is immediately back in the game. The Wario Waff to perfection. MazeBeans does have diamond now in an even stock situation, but Glutonny has just taken your lead away after you worked so hard.
Yeah, and what do you do now as MazeBeans when Gluto gets this? Because if you wait enough, Wario's going to get another waft, and you already have your diamond tool. So do you have to approach a Steve? Do you have to wait for Glutonny to make an approach? Glutonny, of course, being known for being a really aggressive player already. 79% on his counter, though. MazeBeans needs this game.
But the spot dodge, once again, that's what got combos started on the first stock. It could have been what started the final stock there. MazeBeans is happy to be in the lead, but Glutonny doesn't look too scared to me. It feels like Glutonny's maybe controlling the pace of the action right now. With that forward air, run off corkscrew, forcing attack from MazeBeans. F smashing out of disadvantage potentially. Glutonny's going to bounce him off his own blocks. Still so much iron though.
Okay.
That forward smash will take a game for MazeBeans. It is 2-1.
You know, when you get in that spot against Glutonny and you're about to win, it's incredible the presence of the French player. You are the one who's intimidated. You're the one who are scared of losing that game. Glutonny does that to your head. And we just saw MazeBeans, a shaky MazeBeans actually on the last talk, because we both know how much he did want to win that.
Yeah.
Of course, not only a game against a good player, but against one of the best in Europe and in the world. But Glutonny inflicts so much fear in the rivals that sometimes he can just win games by being himself.
But hey, if you're going to panic F smash with someone, you might as well do it with Steve with Diamond. That second one definitely wasn't a panic option. That was precise from MazeBeans to take that kill. It was only the one before. But right now, they will not be hitting each other in a hurry. We have iron tools on the stage immediately for MazeBeans, not fighting with wood like he did in the previous game. Already respawned back up to 3 iron, bound down to 2. So I feel like MazeBeans is happy enough with that situation.
Yeah, definitely. He's got a good part of mining already, so he knows that the mining card are going to help him out with his recovery. But Glutonny doing a great job by making him spend all the iron already. MazeBeans has run out of that resource. The F smash is going to let him mine a little bit. The gold appearing, and that only means the diamond, which is the final objective, is going to be sooner. But will he recover?
Oh yes, he will with attack off the side. But MazeBeans wasn't ready to take that initial block, or maybe even if he did, Glutonny might have come in with a dash attack or something. We've seen so many times where somebody has managed to tech into one of Steve's blocks and gotten killed for it. It's a crazy, crazy matchup. Steve versus literally anyone. But against Wario in particular, it can be tough, but if you get those back airs in the right spot, the best to ever do it will take that first stock away.
Beautiful wait by Glutonny, waiting for MazeBeans to almost grab the ledge to sneak that backer into his defense and getting the first stock. We already see the diamond on deck, the F smash from the other part of the platform almost doing it. Yeah, it is a good character.
Yeah, Steve, no shortage of range on that F smash. I feel like they even gave him the fishing rod grab just because Sakurai said in the Sakurai Presents, oh, you know, we were worried he wouldn't have much grab range. I don't think you needed to worry, pal, when he's got an F smash like that one. MazeBeans, can you secure this stock? He's certainly getting lots and lots of resources available. There's iron, there's gold, there's diamond. There's anything you can ask for except for the kill right now.
What a troll was MazeBeans. Did you see him looking up at the... Oh, goodbye!
Speaking of trolling, MazeBeans is going to go down for that footstool.
Okay.
And the Wario Waft will kill off the top. MazeBeans is now on his winner's side stock. We have gold tools to up the pace a little bit. Say, right, I need to take stocks and I need to do it quick. So I'm going to go off the stage and get a spike. No kill. But wow, this is exactly what MazeBeans wanted to stay in the potential of winning this set.
Yeah, they're relentless into each other, not letting a moment to breathe, not letting us a moment to breathe, and Glutonny already has MazeBeans at 61%. This is trouble for the UK player who needs to seal the second Glutonny stock, because Glutonny can just wait. At this moment, potentially he can just wait for another waft to appear and get another conversion, but I don't think that's what the French player wants. He wants to search for the finale right now, and MazeBeans is in trouble.
Just one single mining dig, gets some gold and then F smashes, and it nearly kills twice in a row. Yes, there's a full stock lead for Glutonny right now, but diamond has been mined. You're never going to get a better chance to use it, so swing out that forward smash, and MazeBeans can still make this work. Hiding in front of the blocks to say, if you hit me, I have something to attack off, I have something to bounce off. 100% down, but MazeBeans fighting his way back to center stage. Glutonny's got to get off the ledge and find some sort of raw kill option. It's not going to be a waft, I don't feel. 75%. Waits for MazeBeans to land and fires the waft from the ground. And that is a brilliant kill from Glutonny.
Samus vs. Gluto vs. Wario. We already know the matchup. Small battlefield.
Small battlefield, yeah, so avoiding the triplats, but honestly, this is also still good for both of them.
Oh,
they can, like you can see, they can extend off these platforms, and QuiK can also move around just as he wants to.
And the stock's already gone.
We were 17 seconds into this game one of AMS, and already Gluto was just completely eviscerated QuiK stock.
And this is what I was talking about with the difference of Wario. Able to find that kill out of thin air. Where did he find that? Couple of straight hits, couple of combos, and you're looking at your stock gone, and he's really trying to work on the second one. QuiK in a lot of trouble, kind of been flashbanged by Gluto's start.
Yeah. Gluto honestly playing so pristine right now, just completely all over QuiK at every single turn, not giving him the space that he needs. So.
Getting some ledge trapping of his own as well, my god.
Yeah. Who do you think JNL is?
No idea. Probably his friends, maybe his partner, I don't know. Either way, he's going to have to look for someone in the heart to kind of get past this set. Jesus, the way Gluto started, looking at commanding lead, trying to get the second shot as well. Again, the bike, getting some more left up and more than QuiK at the moment.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, Gluto is looking like the one in control of the ledge trapping game for the set, like you were saying. Kind of keeping, you don't see often Samus just going to be stuck at the ledge, you know?
Okay, a couple of bombs on the ledge, tries to upbeat past it, not able to, and this is where Samus can kind of lock in. This is their biggest strength. Samus at the ledge is so strong, you kind of have to ask yourself, what the hell do I do?
Yeah. You never get off a ledge versus Samus for free. That's insane, by the way. Yeah. That you can just get your opponent to the ledge, and even if they manage to make it back without dying, you've still got credit for it, no matter what.
And the best thing is about it before losing that stock is Samus has a lot of moves that send horizontal anyway. So they push you to the ledge. It's kind of all about that game plan, that win condition. QuiK has to abuse that, but at the moment, getting abused himself. Gluto still, you know, hasn't even used Waft yet, and it's still 2 stocks to 1, already lapping himself while healing off those missiles.
Yeah, this is such a dangerous situation for QuiK right now, because not only do you have to make back this comeback being a stop down, you've also got a complete waft on Wario, and if you're not proceeding with your movement at this percent, something's going to combo and you're going to pay dearly for it.
Just tried to stand just outside that fair range, couldn't get it, getting clipped for it, getting back thrown as well, QuiK, getting a little something, kind of making some more life into stuff. I felt like he kind of started slow, but you know, some people are late bloomers, has to see how you finish the set though.
Exactly, that's why this is best of 5. Both these players have the chance to adapt. Maybe QuiK's just got to settle into this classic, you know, he hasn't played it since, you know, before COVID.
No, I believe they've played a couple sets after COVID as well. They played a couple while, but you know, maybe not as explosive as this, just misses the waft there as well. You know, has way more than enough time to charge a new one though.
Yeah. Not getting that combination, you know, that classic catch with a down tilt by the ledge, confirm to the waft, maybe a little slow to confirm that the spacing was a tiny bit off, but QuiK with another lease on live, thankfully the waft is gone, and this is where things can start. He managed to get this stock easily. However, it's not looking like it as Gluto, a dash attack barely survives that. Thank you for being so heavy, Samus. Stalling around the Mario's fair, however, going to be caught rolling in with an F tilt. Who needs a waft when you have something as potent as that?
Yeah, it was great pressure the whole time. He recognized that QuiK had burned the air dodge straight away, so it was just a matter of just putting out so many hitboxes until kind of QuiK had to kind of, you know, do a kind of ill-advised option from the ledge, and Gluto was waiting there with the F tilt. Big hand slap, done a high five, giving him the 5 fingers, and getting rid of him.
And here we go, winning the first game on SBF. Glutonny are 1 game up right now. QuiK can on the back foot needs to be the one to make those changes going into this game too. We're going to see a change of stage. QuiK can ask him, what do you ban? But you know, Gluto listing his bans. QuiK maybe needs to make a little bit of a change. Just kind of ease back into this, adapt as quickly as possible if he wants to stay in this winner's side. It's like we said, this is sharp bit. You run into Bloom, we've seen what he's done to Siski. You don't want to run into that player.
No, of course, it's hard right now. It's extremely hard on how you kind of like battle Gluto all the damn time. You know, what do you do to kind of keep up with him? Because when Gluto gets started, sometimes it can be so hard to kind of keep up with him. Maintain that momentum, maintain that kind of solid gameplay the whole while. You know, it's a mental battle of stamina as well.
And here we go. We're actually swapping over to tripods right now, and this is kind of what QuiK is wanting in comparison to SBF. Happy with the SBF choice, but this extra platform is just a little bit better for those juggles, for those ladders, and for maneuvering around to make it hard for Gluto to catch you. Especially if you're looking to avoid waft. Somebody that's movement heavy as QuiK, this is going to pay so much to avoiding that condition.
Okay, gets one fair though, and again,
and there we go.
Shield, the up B.
Some of that up being to top platform as well. You've got that extra platform, you've got that insurance. You can let that thing rip.
Yep. That's a little bit of a scary situation down there. Both kind of throwing some aerials out, trying to clip either one. None of them could find the kill though, and again, back to neutral, the charge shot being eaten by that bike, but you just can't jump too much against QuiK, or a Samus in general. You're going to be getting met in the face with that fair.
Yeah, and neither of them are afraid to kind of throw out those up Bs out of shield. Both of them have got the means to do so, but now 114% to 112%, both right kill percent. QuiK could have possibly gone up B out of shield. Nothing's going to happen, and a jump right over Gluto's shield and fire back the nair, throwing these nairs out. And there we go, another one, 3 in a row. Third time is going to be the charm as Gluto now falls a stock behind QuiK. This is the change we were needing in comparison to game 1. QuiK needs to plant his feet and stay outside of Gluto's effective range. However, throwing out a tether grab a little too hasty. Gluto's going to cover the distance along that grab and punish after with a dash attack.
Okay, one grab, had to get the up tilt, just misses it though, the up B. Okay, now QuiK. Being a little bit CSPS, kind of like, you know what, you don't want to touch my shield either. I'll eject on you as well, just kind of getting him out there, making sure that you don't want to be in the air too often, and I feel that's why Wario loves to be, with that air drift.
Yeah, and this is ever dangerous for QuiK, because now I believe Gluto might have a half waft on deck, and it's definitely going to be searching for it. And there we go, full waft is now ticked online. The waft is online.
The waft is online, and it's completely offline. Houston, or even Bologna, we have an issue, we have a problem. There's not being able to land right there, and QuiK going to be having size of relief for sure.
Mr. Benahut, you're meant to say that. But there we go, this Gluto is on the second stock. It seems likely at the pace we're going that the waft will return and come back online shortly. QuiK now has a golden egg of opportunity. Throwing out that F smash, not going to be punished as Hurtbox is going to shift. Champ is going to crouch down below that bear. Glutonny not going to get anything for that power. Now here we go, the bike kind of in the way of what QuiK's to make the ledge. Dash attack not quite going to kill.
Oh man, just chucks at him. I thought he was going to keep it on the stage as kind of a wall to kind of eat up those charge shots, but just never mind. Very aggressive with it. It's going to chuck him just a quick, and now maybe has a half stuff on deck.
Yep, and this is dangerous. QuiK stole
Oh
the lead.
my god, poking the ankles, look at the shoes saying, what are those? Mentioning them to them, you know, what are you going to be wearing when you lose the stocks? And Gluto, even at 150, he's a pretty heavy character, can stay, you know, alive for quite a while, but has to fire away from these Zeds, these charge shots, the missiles, any projectiles, any long range opportunity that QuiK can, you know, throw at Gluto.
Yeah. QuiK kind of jumping around, throwing the Nair as much as possible, kind of sending Gluto away, saying, get off me, these are the Metroid ones, and I'm not ashamed of them.
The Metroid ones.
Throwing out that Nair, kind of showing the kicks, you know?
Yeah,
in response to what are those?
Oh, and again, the bike's been so good, forces him far away. How do you get back to stage safely? It was there.
Very well fair to return with the Samus Classic. Once again, get away from me, but it's not going to be enough. You're just stalling things out. You're giving Gluto more time to get a waft online.
And you have to think so quickly with
There
the
we
bomb,
go.
the charge shot. It just seems like a checkmate situation for Samus at the ledge, bro. What the hell do you do? The up throw, I'm not sorry, the up tilt.
Yeah.
No waft kill again, it's just been wasting them.
Yep, that up tilt not confirming you to the half waft, and now this is looking as good as possible for QuiK, but unfortunately he's going to miss that ledge. The very uncharacteristic blunder by QuiK. Gluto now going 2-0 up.
Big blunder right there, man.
Dangerous. This was QuiK's opportunity to stay winners and take a win off of Glutonny. Unfortunately, it is looking precarious for the team.
Yeah, it's looking pretty bad right now, but I do feel like QuiK was showing some more signs of life as the set is progressing. The ledge option is definitely where it seems to be shining, you know?
Yeah.
Taking advantage of that.
Here we go. We're going to see another change. We're going to run it right back to Battlefield. Both players taking a second. We'll just taking a moment to rehydrate, you know?
I mean, he's nearly there. You know what I mean? He's nearly there. One more game, he will be sitting in winners finals up against M4E.
Yeah.
So
And that's exactly what you want. So as a state winners, you want to have is the best path possible. You sit in grand finals and winners side, you've got 2 sets to play with, and that's an incredible position to be in. You want to take this tournament over the #1 seed.
okay. Back to the triplats. Yep. Up tilt's coming out. Just want any type of damage.
All over QuiK right now, not giving him any space at all. I'm going to fire back with a fair, just get away from him. Give the space I'm demanding. I need your respect.
And this has definitely been a better start from QuiK. Not letting the percent lead kind of run away from him for too long. And again, that bike going to stay out there, be a really good wall against projectiles. Oh, at the ledge, you see it right there.
Yeah.
Stopping the charge, stopping the bombs as well. Gluto living to see another day.
Yeah, a really nice placement for bike. I like that Gluto's just kind of been letting it sit there by the ledge because that eliminates that charge shot thing that can take so much percent, confirm to so many things, and just take so many stocks off of you.
The Zed just bouncing off Gluto's shield, tries to go in with the missiles, but just going to get eaten for it as well. The neutral B, a good command grabber, and the double footstool. Gluto wanted it. He wanted it. We've seen it so many times. Get the downer either way. And now it's ledge turn for QuiK.
We saw him try, and we'll see, can these bombs, is it enough to get back? However, going to be cut QuiK short right by the ledge with that back air, taking that foot for a stop. Moving around that 10 grab and all, giving false second.
Okay, poking at that big bear, gets the jab, no F smash though. QuiK jumps back to the ledge, thank God. Very floaty character, not able to kind of like, get jab blocked for too long, and again getting pressured on the ledge. Gluto taking a page out of Sicily's book.
Gluto hanging on to the stock for dear life at 155%. Is this up throw going to kill? Yes, it is. Both of them moving on to the second side of this game 3. QuiK now has an ever-present waft that's going to soon appear, and as I say it, another tick comes on. This will be dangerous.
You're on the ledge, you kind of have to go high, but Gluto's waiting there. Quick fair into the F tilt as well, big slap, and now again trying to get anything, any down tilt, any forward tilt.
Chasing Gluto down to try to space back in that nair into dash attack. See, bike can be thrown in front as a shield, kind of soak up these charge shots and these missiles.
He's hiding behind it.
Oh yeah, it's exactly what he needs. It's the exact same as kind of fighting Sonic, you know, puts that
sure.
mic in front.
Limit options where they're going to go next, you know, what they're going to be.
It's making neutral a lot easier for Gluto right now. It's making this much more difficult. Makes the possibilities of a comeback just that much more difficult for QuiK to achieve.
Yeah, one F tilt, one neutral B, trying to get any thing to punish the shield, but QuiK not really giving it to him at the moment. Just hanging back himself, but I feel like in these type of times you've got to find the kill. He's at high percent, but slowly but surely, Gluto's percent has been raising a lot.
Yeah. Back here, smack QuiK right in the face. Doubling on the shield. And if QuiK can make this opportunity by the ledge, it's going to be jumps around, moving to the top platform, trying to land safely, quickly to get the stock soon. Waft is still present, that threat is not going to be going away until Gluto lands some leg.
Yeah, it's looming, and you gotta watch out for it. Okay, touching my shield, you will get upbeat for it.
Yeah.
Can't touch it too safely.
That's the thing that doesn't change between QuiK and Ziski. You know, that upbeat, still as potent as ever.
Well, I feel like QuiK doesn't do it as much as Siski. I feel like Siski does it way more, but either way,
yeah,
it's effective for both of them.
Yeah.
But can he find the skill to make it even stocks? Even the up B won't kill on top platform.
Oh, and the waft going to be wasted. None of these waft confirms have been hitting fans.
None. Zero.
See Gluto's jet dashing back, trying to catch a roll in. QuiK a lot more smart to that. A lot wiser to it. Dash attack going to be a weak hit. Not quite going to kill Glutonny with 200%. It's rare to see you live the song that it's Samus with the amount of kill opportunities that the character has.
One grab is what it takes. You see him trying to get the fade back there. The up B gun top platform. It's not safe though. One up air. Tries to get another one. Doesn't get the second clap. No random repulse for Gluto. But he definitely will be celebrating living the stock for so long.
QuiK needs to stock right now. It's only getting worse. Going to confirm Zaire into dash attack. Even that percent. And here we go. QuiK needs a nasty combo. Needs a charge shot confirmed to something. Rar back at anything right now. Just needs to play so careful. Can't be going 3-0. To fight back. And you see that moving. You see those wavelets.
It's hard though, man. It's hard trying to contest Gluto so often, even with the character you play. You make one mistake, you could get up tilt wafted.
Yeah.
Even though you ain't connected any of them.
You see QuiK slowing things down. He wants to pick and choose his moments. I think it's been paying off right now. He's gained 40%. And with little damage to show for it.
Okay, up to 50% already. QuiK, I'd say only at 100, but that big up smash.
Yeah.
Oh, and another one.
And unfortunate, QuiK was doing such a good job in that last stock, right? In just picking and choosing his moments. But that's the thing, when you're fighting somebody as strong as Glutonny,
2006 again.
Well,
it's the final cup of soccer again we are going to have there.
Just one of the best players in Europe. There's no doubt. Is this a big challenge for M3? But will he be able to do it? Here we go.
Let's go again. He decided to take Glutonny on PS2. We talked about it yesterday. But
yes.
Every French player is actually born on PS2. So let's see. For now, he takes the first hit and did manage to grab a few percent there. And you can already see how he respects Glutonny the same way he respected Blue before. He's going to use that little space he got with that sword just to force Glutonny to go for unsafe option and punish them every time. However, whenever he will be on ledge like this is the moment Glutonny can actually have a word, because there's no room behind him for him to try to give some space. So let's see again how he does in those situations.
Yeah, and you said it perfectly, because I do think this entire matchup is going to be somewhat dependent on if M3 can kind of keep that space between them. Sephiroth has the range to deal with it, but you do not want a Wario up close and personal with you.
Okay. Again, Sephiroth doesn't have any issues on the ledge. In those, oh my goodness! Never mind. Just going to end this sentence here. Glutonny with a very huge lead because a few interactions he won and a few again good strings he did manage to connect here. 49% on the first stock, 35 on the second one for M4E. This is looking very well for the French player here. Already the wing for M4E. So yeah, the DLC privilege already on board.
Yeah, I mean, this is what we're talking about. When Glutonny just gets in your face, it is so difficult to deal with it. Just like that, having the There was so much pressure being mounted on here, and M3 does not have any kind of personal space to deal with it.
I have to say, sometimes it's time to go ZZ, and this is exactly what Glutonny is doing there. The waft in the face, again taking a huge hit. At only 30%, M4 has already the wing out. Oh my goodness.
The Italian crowds are suddenly very quiet.
Yes,
because,
I don't hear anyone anymore.
oh no!
Oh!
Mamma mia!
Mamma mia! Mamma mia!
Oh! Wow!
M4 just got climatization.
Yeah. Ciao!
Why are you so toxic, sir?
Well, yes. We'll see it later if we get UK friends for answer later. But, okay, so, game one went a certain way, Hummingby. But there are a lot more games to play with. Let's get back on track. We have seen a lot of game 5s with M3 today. I feel like he's a player who can kind of bounce back.
Oh, let's say something. I mean, I think it's maybe like Italian courtoisie. You know, it's a way to greet your opponent there. And again, he wants for the story, you know, to gain something. Maybe he just wants to play more. Maybe he just wants to be sent in losers, you know, for the Lord. He wants to kick Bloom forever again. Maybe that's something.
Yeah. I mean, how many times do you get to, play Glutonny? One of the finest players in the world. Yeah, so maybe get a few more games. That's it. I think we've worked it out.
I think this is the Italian copion.
Yes. I think that. Right, okay. Game 2. Going to Kalos Pokemon League. Hopefully, it really is kind of dependent on if, I was going to say if, he could get some space between him and Glutonny, but I feel like Glutonny is kind of gifting backs right now, but nothing is especially happening either.
It's over, M4. I have high ground.
Come to me.
Moving on.
I'll wait for you at the top of the tower.
For now, this is kind of even, but we've seen already how Glutonny loves to have those strings going. But also last time, Chris did lose a few games before winning the set against Gloom, so he's still in there. He still can do something, but again, Glutonny doesn't want to interact with M4. He's very well there. Like, Glutonny, do you want me to order a pizza or something?
Yeah, well, Glutonny is determined to just wait for this man to come to him. And I mean, several plus the 4 there, it can deal with that, but I mean, every single time, it's just really not working out for M4 right now. And, I think that's why Glutonny's doing it.
I would say it was working now for he just had late, but that's not a lot, considering again, like in half a minute, we're going to have the waft on deck.
Exactly, yeah, I mean, every second that Glutonny just waits on that platform, it's better for him. Literally, he will have the waft very, very soon. And
what are you hitting?
Yeah.
that bike here had an issue with M4 and he decided to settle this right there, right now. Ooh, yes, exactly. This is something he tried to have a few times as a way to punish a rig grab. There's a specific frame with the back here you can actually punish a recovery, and that was perfect because again, right now, you can just wait it out. Look, in 10 seconds. Oh no, never mind. Just right now, he's being glowing orange.
Here we go.
This smells
Here we go. Oh, and up there. No waft yet. Gonna wait it out. Oh, that was a potential opportunity there. Do see Glutonny going low, but just keeping it opposite. And of course, we have every second they keeps it as well. It's just an intimidation tactic. M3 now has to play around this waft and has to be careful that, okay, I can't overextend because otherwise I'm just going to get wafted.
Yes, exactly. This is the moment where finally M4, who would be fishing for a kill, I mean, it's going to be easy now that he has a wing. Thank you for proving my point. But it's going to be another story now because he will have to get in there at least sometimes, specifically with that nair. He will be in specific range that Glutonny can actually punish with a waft. Now he just got rid of the bike. If he does it again, he can actually force Glutonny to go on a very dangerous recovery and punish them accordingly. But for now, Glutonny is still expressing himself.
Yes, exactly. Of course, all that said, M3 not been doing a bad job. There's a little bit of a deficit between them, but just needs to try and find a way through. Been playing around this waft quite nicely, getting a few hits here and there. Does send Glutonny off stage, but not going to overextend, as we said before. Does not want to, risk taking that waft to the face. Glutonny's just trying to find a way, but of course the armor on the up smash from the wing popping out, actually saving M4 there.
And just like that, M4 winning the title of the jailer, forcing Glutonny in an endless phase of recovery on that stage. That was wonderfully done by M4A. Did manage to use that armor from the
Exactly,
wing,
yeah.
and at the perfect opportunity. This is something Glutonny kind of forgot by going in. And now M4A in the driver's seat for the first time of the set.
Hang on, Humming Bee. Hang on, this was looking scary. M3 finally does go down, but that's a little bit of damage put onto Glutonny right now. Maybe all that waiting might have been to his left there, but the waft is still ever present. Glutonny does dive down, but the down air from M3 gonna challenge that.
Yeah, and look again, look at again. No, no, he made a
Oh no,
mistake! He
and
made a-
all the patience.
The one time he made a mistake, Glutonny was very ready to punish him! And again!
Oh, that's gonna be it,
my
that's it.
goodness! Oh, that was nasty!
That is why we keep the waft. That is why we keep the waft. Because in those last stock situations, you can just let it rip. You can toodle over the man and he just perishes.
And now the French songs or the French chants are starting to happen in the crowd. Obviously, we are slightly fewer than the Italian, but we know how to have a good banter, how to do some good bad marketing here. So, yeah, it is not looking good again for Chris. But again, storytelling, my friend. Storytelling.
Exactly. This, as we said before, I believe both of M3's previous sets in the winner's side of things have been Game 5. Obviously, first with Bloom Forever, and first with Mercury from Germany.
Okay.
This is just another Game 5 waiting to happen. And you know what, Hummingbee? That previous game showed that M3 can absolutely take this. He has
it in it. He has it in it, indeed.
Yes. So we will have to see. This is his final chance to take this game and get himself on the board. Grand Finals is the ticket here, the prize waiting for whoever wins this.
I am just amazed by the way the Italian crew is still behind their boy here, and I want to see them at least one more game. But Glutonny has another say about this. He doesn't want to have this overextend. Taking 30% in that direction is kind of a lot, honestly.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, this is where it starts to get scary
never
as
mind.
well.
Yeah.
Glutonny, once he gets a hold of you, it's very, very scary. Good tech, though, just going to save himself. But a few more hits does give M3 the chance to.
Not even enough again. Everything they got here for the Italian player. 69 on nice, by the way. On the side of M4E. 7 between and an edge guard situation here by M4E. This is going to be again. If it's the same thing, I have a sense of deja vu here. Glutonny did have a lot of issues to get back on the stage.
Yes.
One M4E had the ledge on his side. He did manage to get through though this time. This is surprising. What changed before compared to before? I don't know.
Okay, the back air does come out and again sends Glutonny off stage. The down air as well, but of course that's not going to do anything. And now this is where it starts to get scary, Hummingbee, because of course you have to respect all of these smash attacks. You have to be careful because all of these will have armor on them.
Yeah, there's no need to time it out on the ledge. The wing is not going to disappear, my friend. You will need to lose that stock in order to get it out of the board. At 86% with a lot of rage, actually a good combo or a good back air on ledge could actually be enough for the French player, but he needs to find this specific situation, and you can see already how M4 is respecting while he's keeping his distances and just getting in there when Glutonny is interacting with his bike.
Well, this is why we saw it exactly in Game 1, what happens when you don't have that range between you. Because Glutonny just smothers you. He just gets in your face. But there we go, M3 finally taking that first stock away. Of course, the wing does go, but that is a good opportunity for M3 to get a bit of free damage here. You'll see Glutonny going a little bit more on the aggressive here. The up B gets snuffed out as well.
Now, and I think he's trying to bait the options on the ledge, because we've seen already how the Italian loves to play around it with that up B, with the fact he can actually just sting himself in the ledge, and he want to bait it out to try to punish it. I don't know if the best option, but he may have a plan cooking here. He doesn't need it anyway, because he can just punish that no tech with a good dash attack.
Yeah, like I said, I just love the absolute patience as well from Glutonny there, just to kind of wait it out, knowing that M3 was going to initially shield, and then just, as soon as it dropped, immediately charge in. But, of course, M3, once he starts getting going, there's probably going to be a down here, but Glutonny does stall it off stage a little bit, but the armor as well. Oh no, not the armor, no wing yet.
Yeah, indeed, no wing, but no need for armor when he can just dodge all the operations from this fat boy, because again, he doesn't have a lot of tools just to get into that range. Yeah, sure, he does have a lot of air drift, but when he's in the air, he can't actually go for a shield. However, here, a very good big mistake here by M4A going for that neutral D. And no, finding a good kill afterwards, not it.
Okay, M3 with a pretty strong lead here. but of course we know what can happen in an instant. We do see Glutonny glowing that bright brown orange kind of color, but and of course that's why the waft comes out.
Yeah, but M4 did try a few things there and there. He just fell into one of those traps. You don't want to roll in against Glutonny because he's always trying to cover that option because he's the safest one. If you're rolling the other way, he's in a good state. He can just go back into neutral. Here, he did manage to get the start. And look at the face, 80%, sorry, and still counting. And the state control, yes, the wing is there, but if you can't use it, what uses it?
Yeah, this is the thing. This is what we kind of seen before. This is what makes things difficult sometimes. Because when Glutonny just kind of gets into the zone, it's a scary, scary time. And right now, he's quite determined to make sure M3 doesn't come back. But finally, M3 does get a few hits in. Only 30% though. Needs to find a little bit of something else. Needs to get a little something going.
Yeah.
But Glutonny right now is determined not to let it
Yeah, he's just showing that French cuisine may be better than the Italian one. However, we've seen how M4 was good on ledge. We've seen how he did manage to keep Glutonny on that part of the stage for so long. If he does manage to do it one more time, that could be enough. But for now, he just needs to be wary of the kill option of Glutonny. And this is a good way to get back in there. 80% is enough just for good F smash with that armor, as we've seen before, to get a kill. And that is also a good edge guard.
Oh my goodness, and that was an opportunity there, but M3 decided to just be a little bit more patient. But this is still time. And the shield break. Italy's on their feet. M3 is on his feet. That is a game right now.
Which I just said it indeed. He was in the range, enough rage, enough kill power, to do something like this if Glutonny wasn't wary on his recovery.
Exactly.
This is exactly what the only option he had actually to get back in that game, and it happened. The storytelling is getting in place here for it. We go. Yeah, indeed. Here we go. Italy is in fire behind him. You can see already the whole crowd waiting for him. You can see a few Frenchies here and there, but obviously, we are here also for the crowd, and we can respect the Italian people when we see how good they are behind the player here.
I mean, this is why you've got to be sometimes a little bit less respectful, because Glutonny was keeping up that shield. Right. And then as soon as M3 saw the opportunity, saw, okay, hang on, this is looking a little low. If I go for this down smash, there is not much risk to me. Right. Pop that shield, take the game. M3 on the board.
Yeah, game 3 on the board, but a stage 6 selection for Glutonny, and already we are back onto PS2.
This is really just a home.
Yeah, welcome to France, baby. Welcome to Gare du Nord.
Every single person in that crowd back there is every single Frenchman. That is the French dimension right there.
Yeah, the French dimension is like very sneaky. We love to backstab an opponent, you know, so expect to have a lot of us when we win this one.
Okay, so here we go. Already Glutonny off to the kind of the start we saw previously, where he's just kind of using his overwhelming pressure, just sort of dancing around M3 as well, trying to find a single opportunity, getting a few kind of taps in here and there.
And you see the difference between PS2 and ICARUS and the situation we had on Hollow Bastion. We have those platforms near the ledge that will help him recover, will help him just time out a bit M4 and force him to make these approaches, force him to take risks. And he's been there to punish them every time, the same way M4 was there to punish the risk Glutonny was taking. For now, 0% to 84, and the moment I say that, we do have a few percent here ramping up for M4, but he's still a little bit behind.
But you can see how carefully Glutonny is playing, because he's understood exactly what happens when he lets just M3 get away with things. So this time he's just kind of saying, okay, you know what, you've got to come to me, because I am just going to get my few little hits in here and there. I'm going to take my time, because every second that passes by just benefits me.
Indeed, and this is also a good situation, because as we've seen before, Glutonny is kind of fishing for those interactions on the ledge. He knows that he has that back air to get a hit quickly, and in the end, M4 just gets the pressure in the face. Ooh, that was sexy, to be honest. If it had worked, I would have been like flabbergasted by what just happened.
Okay, M3 sending Glutonny off stage again. Now there's wings out, it's starting to overwhelm Glutonny a little bit. The up smash is coming out as well. Glutonny's going to have to start respecting those, going to have to start respecting a whole lot. M3 does come back. Glutonny just taking his time as well, not going to risk anything off stage.
Taking his time and also taking a lot of regent with that control B here, granting a few percent here and there. He's just taking his time as state, and again, that waft is just going to be the bane of M4 in the next stock if he loses this one, because now 146%. Again, we are reaching these amounts where Glutonny, we have to take a few risks to take a kill.
Oh my goodness, another down smash comes out, takes Glutonny's first stock, and once again, while it was looking like Glutonny was holding on to it, But just as I was saying it,
Don't you happen anyway?
Glutonny does find the back hit. It was somewhat inevitable, and now, of course, all this combo's coming out. But as a Hummingbee, of course, it wasn't going to end because of the shadow balls around him.
Yeah, but maybe he doesn't need it when he can just go for those combos. We've seen how he would fancy those natural waft in the middle of nowhere. He can go for this one there. 73%. Yo, Sephiroth, you can't just die from this.
Exactly, and of course you now see how, yeah, Glutonny gonna start going for those falling up airs. He's gonna want something. He's gonna want to land this waft. He may try and save it if, of course, time goes on for the final stop. But right now, this is a prime time for wafting, and he's certainly looking for it.
Yeah, and again, if you go for a rig grab here, he can actually punish it. He went for the roll. Guys, please do never roll a ledge against Glutonny. There's a huge waft on deck. Why would you do so?
Okay, and now M3 once again trying to use the huge range, just keeping out away from Glutonny. Just off stage. There is that uses the waft to recover. Yes, he had to, but that is important, Hummingbee, because that means it is no longer online, and M3 does not need to necessarily worry about it.
And this is a very bad situation for him because, like, he's literally didn't move from that ledge for the past 10 seconds or so. A minute, sorry, and that's a lot. Finally, the bike is going to disappear, so he will be able to change his recoveries if needed. But look at the percent. My goodness, how is he going to survive this? 131%, and for sure the key power in side on him for here. Good backhand, a very bad DI, my friend. This is a Scottish DI we got there.
That really is. That is that's quite bad DI there. But of course, Glutonny now one stock up, but he's hanging on by a thread there. One big hit from M3 will take that stock away. Glutonny knows it as well, which is why he's taking his time. He's just jumping on that platform. He's saying, I do not want to come to you.
Yes, respecting it, and M4 is just trying to play around that pressure he's applying, and I love it again. Using that sword, using that very sweet spot here in the middle of the sword, just to force Glutonny to take risk. And down you go, my friend, in the end of hell.
Down into the abyss below. There's waiting for you, and M3 once again starting to play with a little bit of fire in his step. Glutonny gonna have to try and snuff this out because M3 is determined to take this to a game 5.
Yes, and he's doing very well in this, taking the advantage again, and a very good string going on, still using that nair very perfectly, and no wafts yet, but it's going to happen nonetheless very soon. The waft, if it happens, I think the belly is already bulging. Yes, it is. In half a minute or so, we are going to have another waft on deck, and it's going to be very problematic for him. He needs to get that kill very quickly. Here, you could see already Glutonny retreating to not do the second out before, and is it going to be enough again?
Okay, and again, Glutonny is really just jumping around. He knows that this waft is going to be pretty crucial now, actually, to take this last stock. He certainly wants that online, and there it is! And he lands it up, but he uses the waft late, and so he's now wasted it. M3 with the chance of a lifetime here, but he's still got to try and end it. The forward smash is not enough.
What is happening there? Whiffs after whiffs on both sides. This is a bloodbath, but no kill yet on the both sides here. We are going to use the neutral beat to just force a no approach. It's not going to happen. We are going very high. Again,
it's not enough though. Glutonny is hanging on by a thread. M3 is looking for this final hit, just keeping his distance, throwing out those back airs. Glutonny is desperately trying to find a way in. Gets that command grab with the neutral beat, sends M3 off stage, goes for the back air, that loud bear, but it's not enough. Sends it again, M3 goes high, but it's still not enough to take the stock. But the back air does land, and Glutonny finds the stock and takes the set. 3-1.
Now it goes into the first set of the grand finals.
Here we go. It is time. The French are just getting louder. UK are out in full force as well. I know they'll be watching this one with bated breath. It's happened time and time again. It can go either way. Make no mistake, ladies and gentlemen. But who is going to pull out the win now?
Yeah, we're going to see how both players kind of adapted compared to the previous set. We are going to see how Glutonny worked out this specific matchup, because you know that it is going to be his dark beast. He's going to do everything he can to take the win against Bloom Forever, and specifically in this situation where he's actually one set ahead, he's going to do everything to end it quickly, if I'm correct. Okay, down to here, and again the BNB from Bloom Forever just to even things out. And here, however, Glutonny did manage to find a few percent, and a good call out here on the air dodge with the good up smash. It's going to be a very good advantage here for the French player.
Yeah, you can but yeah, you're back air and you're immediately sent away. And when we say how even these two players are, we truly mean it, because it's like that first stock didn't even matter. of course, there's a deep sigh that goes out from both sides of the team right now. Blooper is sent off stage though, but of course Glutonny is able to make it back.
Yeah, indeed, and you can see that Blooper is fishing for those strings that will not be perfectly well done, just to kind of reverse the whole situation. And every time, however, Glutonny gets stuck into the ones from Bloom Forever, it's going to last for a long time. Look at the percents, ramping up, going for a really low recovery. Is he going to do it? Yes, he is. But look at the damage in one single interaction. He lost 100% against the British player.
This is the thing, this is so tough because every single time, if a Bloom Forever can just catch you, we've seen it constantly, then he just eliminates your stock. He puts up so much damage, and right now Glutonny is certainly looking a bit bruised here. 168 into the grab as well. That should be the kill. No, not quite enough. But Bloom Forever still dives up there, catches Glutonny, but it's still not going to be enough to take the stock. 201. How long can this player survive? Not very long.
This is the perfect French handshake we got there, ladies and gentlemen. As we say in France, faites-moi dessus, mon cher Glutonny. 200% and one stock ahead. I mean, 65%. I'll take it. I'll completely take it.
A very, very nice stock there, because I'm going to keep nice and neutral, having B. But yes, certainly, yes, Bloom Forever a little bit battered and bruised. He's sent off stage by that back air, and Glutonny just going to keep himself on stage, slap the ground as well, pick up a little bit of dirt, and slap it in Bloom's face. But of course, he gets scooped up by that side B, a bit more damage, but Glutonny quite successfully air dodging out of all of it.
Yeah, but in the end, he saw, air dodging out of it and still right in the middle of it afterwards. So, as you say, out of the pan and back into the oven directly.
Okay, the back air comes out, and now this is all or nothing for both players. The witch time as well. Is Bloom? No, he can't find the final hit to finish off this game.
Yes, and here you can see him go directly for the back because he knew that this wasn't on deck. So his recovery was kind of very... Is that a down smash? Was that a down smash?
Huh?
That was a down smash. Did we just get a kill with a down smash? I didn't see that from the smash 4.
They just kind of exploded. They just sort of collided and then just suddenly like, boom.
Hey, again, we take those.
Yeah, of course you
Damn, the first time you used that in the whole tournament.
Yeah, that is surprising. But I feel like, again, it's all of these players catching on to the fact that Wish Twist is just not very good, actually, for slapping to the ledge. It does poke a little bit above the stage, and a lot of these players are catching on to it. And Fui was slicing the ground. And now Glutonny, who, of course, he was going for those, the forward tails. And now, of course, the down smash. And all of these moves, which can just hit you if you're poking a little bit above.
Indeed, and now the lead is in the hands of the French player, but it's never out of the woods for him. You know how this is, again, his worst enemy in the European scene. And look at the damage ranking. We are sure there's going to be a once in the set, in this game, sorry, waft. But it's still pretty far behind, ahead. So he needs to get that, even the other bit here. What's happening?
Yeah, Glutonny looking quite
shaky.
He's struggling here. He's even now he's just trying to find a way back, but Bloom actually just kind of risked it all on a forward smash that does give Glutonny opportunity to strike. And Bloom, you're getting a little bit too trigger happy there with those smash attacks.
Indeed, and even if they had connected, yes, that was great, but he does have so many other options to get the kill. That was a very huge commit on his side, something we're not very used to. And look, just like that, Glutonny taking the stage control and evening all the odds in a matter of what, 10 seconds?
Yeah. And even now, both players, of course, just on the hunt for the kill. But the back within is going to be just phased through. Up to into the back air, takes the stock away. But certainly, 139, Bloom is hanging on. Glutonny certainly going to be on hunt for this kill. The forward air comes out, trying again just to stay up. And he goes off stage for the up B just to flank.
Yeah, indeed. Oh, Chompy in the head again. Red getting some rage in here. We are not going to you catch this one.
I
That's
did
great.
catch that, yeah.
Going for that throw here is not going to get the kill. The bike maybe in the head. Can we do it? Last time he used this, he got a witch time behind and wasn't good interaction. And in 190%, get the kill quickly, my friend, please.
Yeah, Glutonny is really, really struggling to find this kill. Meanwhile, Bloom is just getting all this damage for free. 58%. He's looking for it, even the down air, which caused a scoop. Oh my goodness, the up B as well. Bloom just falls out of it. That's so unfortunate.
Yeah, indeed. As I said, unfortunate is the word. Trying to get the kill quickly. Get that woman out of this stage. Glutonny, 200%. Is that Bowser we got there?
He's hanging on and on, but the
Kill
back
it!
air comes out. And of course, Bloom dies off as well. Glutonny is sent off stage, but I don't know if he saved him, because he probably would have snapped a ledge, but certainly not a great position as you lost your stock anyway.
Yeah, 129%, however, is a lot of rage. And
Exactly.
A little combo into a waft, a little petu would be very nice here for the French player. Is he going to fish for one? Yes, this is the basic of the combo from Wario, going to get, what, 25% or so. And then what? Are you going to aim for the 50 before going for the combo?
And of course, you hear the few what chants in the crowd because certainly that waft was online, Hummingbee, but it's no longer there.
The odds were in his favor. He was going to die anyway, so let's go for one like this to surprise his opponent. Didn't manage to get one, but 92% he could actually go for a combo into a back end now. That would be interesting indeed. No rage though, so he still have to work for it.
He catches them with the up tilt into the up bears, gets a bit of damage on the board. 68%, it's still climbing, but Glutonny, of course, still hanging on for the stock, sends the bike off stage, but every single time Bloom is just going to avoid that by going to the side. You can see, though, Glutonny is really trying to punish on these recovery options, but each time Bloom is just able to sneak past.
Yeah, indeed. He's just, like, again, respecting his option that he knows could kill him. And he's dead from that, is he? Yeah, no recovery. Maybe he's going for the bike. Yes. Oh, okay.
Not enough. And Bloom takes it with a 2 stock.
Nah, that doesn't count. That's a 1 stock with a slight, you know, like when you go to the butcher, you're like, hey, can I have 100 guns? And you, there's a slightly more. Can I actually give you?
Did it say 2 stock on the screen, Hummingbee?
No,
yes,
I didn't
Hummingbee.
see. I didn't see.
It said 2 stock.
I didn't see.
I was screenshot in the Twitch.
It was close. It was close.
Wow.
It was close.
Yeah, slightly.
1-1 in that set, ladies and gentlemen. What are you laughing?
Continuing onwards, it is 1-1 on the board, as you say. But yes, you know, and truthfully, Bloom had to fight for it. There was moments where I think Glutonny was certainly playing the matchup as he needs to. And once again, we are returning a small battlefield, which I feel like we're going to be doing quite a lot today.
Indeed, and here we are back into game 3 on the same stage. I don't know why they would change. And perfect game on both sides. Both players are even there. And we know already how Glutonny needs to work around what Bloom has on the table, because he's the one who has difficulties getting out of those strings.
Hey, and now Glutonny's starting to catch these options over Bloom trying to land, because Bayonet's going, you know, she's got some options to kind of weave in about and, you know, position herself in a different place, but of course she can still struggle to get back, and Glutonny is definitely starting to catch on to that.
Finally, indeed, and look at the percent he's ramping up here and there. That would be lovely to just get a kill before getting caught in a string from Bayonetta, because you know that even at those percent, she could go for a very good one into an update into back air. We saw it so many times already tonight. Going for back air to try to kill again. This is a grab that's going to get punished, but unfortunately, Wario doesn't have any kill throw. Oh, bike in the head. No.
Yeah, Bloom narrowly avoiding that bike being thrown off stage, but of course the bad air dodge to the stage is going to be caught out by Glutonny there to take that stock away.
Yeah, and that, good parry here to cancel everything Bloom Forever was building. 96%. Again, we are wary of these optics, so that's why maybe Glutonny is going to spend a lot of time in the air, just avoiding that. Okay, trying to again fish some damage here and there, because look at the timing. We are going to get a waft soon. Okay, we got it.
Does a bit of damage, you know, he got bolted, but you know, nearly taking the stock there with the bike, but of course, Glutonny diving out there and he has no reason not to. Bloom honestly in a bit of trouble here, not able to find the stock just yet, and 130% as well.
Lovely again, taking a huge lead here, trying to punish with a grab wasn't enough, and the whiff was already on deck. Glutonny was there to punish it with back here. That was lovely, 122% on the first stock, I have to remind you, my dear friend. And counting on the last one from Bloom Forever here.
Yeah, and Bloom, honestly, looking a little bit lost. You saw him just spamming those switch times as well. Meanwhile, Glutonny is just catching every recovery option, and he can play as freely as he wants to now, even using the smallest little waft you've ever seen.
Hey, that was just sending a message.
Yeah, that really was.
Oh my goodness, the way he waited for him. He's going to die. No, I don't think so. Even on the side of this terrain like this, you're still a heavy boy. The reverse! The beautiful reverse here by Glutonny. 3-stock in Bloom Forever here. Oh my goodness, that's a message you got just sending to the UK.
UK abort mission, abort mission, abort mission. Get ready to leave the venue at a moment's notice. Right, so game 4. Here we go. Bloom, of course, getting a 3-stock there. Looking, honestly, looking quite lost, genuinely. Yes. That looked tough. That has been the biggest.
Did you see the face of Glutonny? Does it look like the face of mercy?
Not at all. But of course, Bloom did immediately just say, you know what, want it back. I want it again.
He's angry.
He is very angry.
Now let's see how he can do against the fat man that Wario is. He's going to jump around, I guess. Yes, going again for the same combos. He can't punish them more than just once because we've seen how the bat with it is just going to be there to just cancel all the rhythm Glutonny is trying to put in the game.
Okay, and already looking a little bit better in this game as Bloom takes control of the pace. Glutonny struggling to get away from this Bayonetta. Then again, immediately follow up to the grab, sent off stage as well. You know, Bloom will certainly go off stage to challenge you there. But
indeed.
of course, Glutonny is able to just make it back.
Okay, going for a quick empty hop here, just to grab him afterwards, taking the stage control. It's not going to be enough, and again you can see how he's fishing for those up tilts. He want to grab him and go. Oh, actually, okay, going for grab and stage control again here. Again, be wary of the position of the back. This is something we've seen a few times in this set. Every time the back is on deck, Glutonny always had issues to get back on the terrain.
Okay, and Bloom able to make it back, lands the back air finally, so already looking better than the previous game. But 77% is no small number, and Bloom is certainly going to have to do a bit of chipping away if he wants to make this stock count. He's been given a lead, but he needs to keep it going.
Yes, indeed, and this is how you get going. 4% here, and 4% maybe later on, but for now, a good up smash in the head. Not taking the stop yet, no rage at all for the French player, but he needs absolutely to find a kill quickly, because we know exactly, and we know already the damage output from Bloom.
Exactly, I feel like when Bloom starts to get carried away as well, it's really bad news. But it's still not a stock yet, as Bloom is hanging on 144. But you know what? The bat within can't save you from the bike, seemingly.
Yeah, I mean, if you battle him into the bike again, that doesn't work that well, I guess. Now both players whiffing and whiffing again. There's no double jump. I think he used it there. He needs to get back to stage real quickly. Okay, he did manage.
Both of these players just dancing off stage there. So much shenanigans happening. But Bloom is able to come out of it, so he successfully gets a lot of damage. Goes for the down smash there, but Glutonny was well away from it.
Yes, indeed. Oh, look at the percent. Look at the waft. He could actually go for one. He did manage to bait the air dodge.
But he does use the waft, but of course he is able to make it back safely, so he's barely punished for doing so. All it means is that waft is no longer online, at least for a little while. Can certainly come back before the end of this game, but I know Bloom will now start going on the aggressive as he needs to try and wrap this up as quickly as possible. Certainly to send it down to the last stock, if nothing else.
This is going to be no good air dodge here to avoid the rough part of this string here. But as you said, you see him go on the offensive, and look at the percent. He saw the perfect range to go for this RTT2 back air again. This is a perfect confirm, something Glutonny is lacking on his deck. So he can't go for those perfect catch. Now he will have to use those dash attacks, those back air to find a kill on his own. But every time he's go for one, it's going to be a commit that Bloom forever can punish every time.
Yeah, and Glutonny is hunting for the back air. The first one doesn't land, but the second one certainly does. We are going down to a last stock, and of course, let me remind you, it is 2-1 Glutonny right now. This is technically tournament stock right now, but is there what to speak of? I don't think so. Glutonny starts doing his chain, though, gets a little bit of damage, but Bloom is hunting for the kill, gets a bit more damage going, does get neutralized, sends him off stage.
Yes, indeed, and here shield poking with the up B is not going to be enough, but here, oh my goodness, it was just close enough, maybe for a mid-wap, because this is the timing for one now. Going for again the same BNB is going to get a lot of damage, but no kill yet, just a lot of rage for the Wario of Glutonny. Is it going? Yes!
Not quite, but he lands it up, and he won, and it's enough! Bloom forever goes down to Glutonny.
Ultimate Voltaire League, you work and come as you want. We'll welcome you with open arms, with quality over the top. May our voices be heard loud, may our neighbors hear us out. Yeah, take a seat and grab a drink, watch our play.